the great beyond!
In the great beyond. Alright, episode 3, Imperfect Harmony, and finally we get that exploring part.
I think the series is finally hitting its stride.
Really? It didn't hit its stride back in 2 seasons?
Well, yeah, it did, but this has more of a spark. Like, 2 seasons were kind of, for season 1 was mostly for message of the week.
Okay.
For the first half of it.
Alright, second one was more... You know what? I think the reason why 3rd season you might say that is because we're getting more into world building.
Yes.
Since the first 2 seasons were more confined to the archipelagos. You know, we just had Burke, Outcast Island, and...
A couple of sea stacks.
Yeah, a couple of sea... We don't even see Berserker Island.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're getting more world building.
Hell, and this is one hell of a build.
I know. They find a new island.
Let's start with the council.
The council, which consists of
Bucket, Mulch,
Spite Lout, once again voiced by David Tennant. Very sorry. I love the 10th Doctor.
It's hard not to.
Mm-hmm. And Silent Sven, which I don't know, was he still voiced by Tom Kenny? I don't know. Moving on.
Then
and Gobber, and of course Stoic.
And of course, at the start of this little council, it looked like he's getting rejected for his author. No, he wants to go exploring.
Mm-hmm. Which is what they kind of told us about in the beginning of the second movie.
Yes, and in fact that Snotlout's dad, what's his name?
Spite Lout.
That's very spiteful. Spite Lout brought up good points about it could bring dangers to his island.
Yes.
That's kind of a good point.
Yeah.
But
they've had peace for 3 years. Best 3 years of my life.
Yes. But Stoic, best father of the year! Seriously!
How long have you been waiting to do that?
Well, who do you think is a better dad than Stoic?
Nothing's coming to mind right now.
Exactly.
I honestly was not prepared for that question.
Seriously, like, Stoic is just the greatest dad because he defended his son. Hell, he made it look like he was going to accept their terms only to flip it around.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, who's going to stop me from trying to reach my wife? Yeah, no one's going to stop that one.
They name drop Volca.
Oh. And then they agreed.
Mm-hmm.
And so Stoic gave his blessings before Gower said, "Now, quick!" before he changes his mind. For all the nostalgic moments.
And so it looks like Hiccup is going to be going on this solo, but the other writers go because, well, basically this is an American version of a shonen anime series.
Pretty much, you're like, hell, we're bored. We've been pretty much reason why we didn't join you earlier because we had nothing left to do after 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
We wanted to do something else.
Yeah, and this is what. Yeah, and then they get themselves hyped up by saying, "Into the great beyond!" And then they're flying for 2 hours, and it's now kind of like they're like on autopilot.
Into the great beyond.
Great beyond.
Yeah. Oh god. And then, a new dragon species.
New dragon species, which I gotta say reminds me a lot of the Dilophosaurus from Jurassic Park.
Yes, and hell, it had a butterfly design. Freaking the wingspan looked like a butterfly.
Mm-hmm.
And
it looked more lizard-like.
That too. Hell, I wouldn't expect it to have that beautiful song.
Like a didgeridoo.
Yeah.
Sounded like a didgeridoo.
And the fact that it actually is there's when I was in biology, there's one kind of creatures I like to study. It's kind of it's like the carnivorous plants.
Carnivorous plants?
Yeah, that like they produce honey sapid for all the insects, and they trap them.
Oh yeah, I know. That kind of reminds me of that one dragon that they talk about in the special Book of Dragons, the Snap Trapper.
Yeah,
we have not gotten to that dragon at all.
And mind you, this caught my interest because I am a big fan of those type of creatures because I'm very interested in those. And this dragon definitely caught my interest about the amber. No, I wonder if you could use that as armor.
I don't know.
If a fucking hatchet couldn't break it.
Well, since they probably don't use it in the second movie, I'm guessing he just Ninja Turtles it.
Yeah.
Actually, let's not comment on it, use it, or reference it ever again.
Mm-hmm. But, seriously, this thing does not joke around. Fuck, it ate dragons!
Yeah, freaking ate dragons. Okay, we've seen dragons eating dragons before, really, in
the Red Death.
The Red Death. But because there was it's so few and far between that we see it. You know, we got the first movie, then we have this whole series, and then the second movies, we hardly see that. So when you space it out, it is actually kind of shocking.
Yeah, especially when we saw that pile of bones.
Yeah. So, yeah, this series is starting to go into a little darker territories, which I do like. I really like.
Yes.
I don't like it when it goes too dark.
I don't think it's gone that far because there's still that comedy.
Yes, it's still, but it's being gutsy enough to start kind of venture out into the deep end, into deep waters.
Yes, but honestly, if you don't take a chance, honestly, the great series are ones that take chances.
Exactly. And this is definitely taking a chance.
So I'm not going to just give it this roll because I want to see how this is going to go.
Mm-hmm.
And especially when, oh my god, the other writers were at risk. Oh, by the way, comment on Toothless enthusiasm.
Yes.
Wow. You go first.
Okay. So the following morning when they find the island, they wake up the next morning to find all the dragons are gone. And while looking for them, Toothless actually returns. Now later on we kind of realize how exactly the dragons disappear, and we're kind of wondering why Toothless escaped. But they don't explain it, so it's neither here nor there. It's not even over there, or there, or up there,
or over there.
Nope. So he's trying to tell them where they are, and then, you know, he was so enthusiastic, he grabs Hiccup's metal leg, and it looks like he's dragging him. Then we cut to, like, an extreme close-up on just, you know, Toothless's head, right? You know, the frame cuts off at the neck.
Yeah, and he's just...
Yeah, he still has the leg in his mouth. And then we cut back to the group of writers. It's just and we see the other one saying, and Astrid goes, "How long do you think he's gonna figure out before he realizes you're not even there?" And Hiccup sits up and goes, "I don't know, he's very committed." So it looked like Hiccup got dragged when Toothless grabbed his leg, only to realize it fell off.
Yeah.
He fell off sometime mid-run.
And Hiccup is like, I appreciate the enthusiasm.
Although you can't really be mad at those puppy dog eyes.
No, seriously. At that moment, I thought freaking Toothless was like a puppy.
Well, he is.
Yeah, but... Okay, so they find... okay, problem. Hiccup goes flying with his Night Fury to see what are the other dragons, and they see a random thunder drum.
Which I kind of hoped was Bam from...
I did too.
From Bing Bam Boom. But, you know, I don't know, we don't know the growth spurt of a thunder drum, so we'll just assume that...
So I'm like, growth spurts of dragons are rather sporadic, because considering that torch, how fast did he grow?
I don't know. Weeks, months, I don't know. We don't know the passage of time in this universe.
Christ, it's very inconsistent. But... Go.
I didn't know. I just say so as it's kind of like now. You don't know what to say.
So yeah, he pushes off the thunder drum from the group because I have to admit that close-up shot of Fishlight's face when he screams, like it goes zooming in. That was pretty good.
Was it like the shot from Jaws, you know?
Yeah, it was. It was like...
And so, it's like the background just like moves as the background moves. That's a dolly zoom.
Yeah.
That's the Hitchcock zoom.
Yeah. I thought that was kind of great because it shows fish legs reaction.
Not only that, but, you know, it's great cinematography because the whole point of that shot is to give like a woozy, uncomfortable feeling.
Yeah, and it's a very uncomfortable feeling to see a thunder drum heading your way.
A wild thunder drum.
Yes. So, now after pushing off that thunder drum and defeating it, the group has a vote to do not leave us behind.
Yeah, they have to yell because, you know, they got caught in the thunder drum sound wave, so now they're hard of hearing.
Yeah, so it's like
we did get some good comedy from that.
That was great comedy, especially from the twins. What was it?
And we can only communicate by yelling!
Which, although quite enjoyable, is not very stealthy.
Oh my god, the twins are a riot. So, what? How did they ride a dragon? All?
What?
Like, how did they find the other dragons? Did they all went on Toothless? Or?
I don't know. Maybe they walked?
So, yeah, I guess they walked towards where the pile of bones.
Yeah, the pile of bones. Which honestly is kind of a scary image.
Yeah. And they found their dragons in case of the amber.
In amber. Again, which is probably why I think the dragon looks like a Dilophosaurus, is because that's the whole point of how they clone dragons in the first place.
And
mosquitoes stuck in the sap.
Especially it spits out amber.
Yeah.
Wet amber and solidifies.
Yeah.
So it's like the Dilophosaurus was poison. So, yeah. So they find the dragons, trying to break them out, and then the death song arrives. Or was it?
It's called a death song. They call it a death song. Yeah.
But they're arguing about the name in the middle of its appearance, of all places. Now, guys, now's really not the time to discuss a name.
So the other riders eventually get captured, including Toothless, and Hiccup is separated. Real courtesy of Astrid was really... I don't know, are we beginning to see developments of them caring about each other?
I think so. I'm like, because we had the moment on the beach, when they were sitting together, I'm like...
Although not very close.
Not very close, but hey, baby steps. But I'm like, yes!
And so Astrid pushes Hiccup out of the way after...
Slow-mo shot.
Yeah, we get a slow-mo shot. I really don't know why. I kind of thought that was unnecessary, really.
But it was fun. Hey, it's a kid show.
Well,
we didn't have to have that dolly zoom.
I know. I don't know. This is starting to not be so kid targeted.
Then again, half the jokes that Tough Nut and Rough Nut make aren't really kid friendly either.
I know. Although neither were the jokes in Animaniacs. So, but then again, that was more that can be targeted for both ages, kids and adults.
Yeah. But and hey, both movies are meant for kids and adults. So yeah. I think they're trying to follow the same vein. But
and both involved producing by Spielberg, so who definitely knows not to patronize kids really.
I know something. They aren't cheesy with their titles.
Yeah, they aren't.
We haven't had name a title that was cheesy?
We had Dragon Eye of the Beholder.
But that's just a philosophy saying.
Okay.
The Eye of the Beholder. But we haven't had A View to a Skrill or
Imperfect Harmony.
Yeah, that's one of the titles.
That was this title.
That was this title. But no. We had so many cheesy titles from season 1 and 2. I have yet to see any in this season yet.
Okay.
So that could change.
Alright. Maybe, following our usual patterns, maybe the next episode will be a cheesy title. Remember when we said that we wanted an episode dedicated to Astrid, and then the next episode was that?
Yeah, or what was it? Remember, the first Whispering Death appearance, we were discussing about island sinking.
Oh, yeah.
And then Screaming Death comes along. Yes. What foreshadowing that was.
Or maybe we're just... we're so smart we can actually write television. Or movies.
We can dream.
Yes, we can.
But, okay, so Hiccup finds the Thunderdrum and finds out why it hasn't been captured yet.
It can't hear.
It can't hear it. So, he does his whole... Seriously, is that necessary to befriend a dragon?
I don't know why they didn't. I don't know why he has to close his eyes and look away. Maybe it's like putting all his trust in the dragon.
Like, it can't be like, beat Chris Pratt now. Trust the dragon.
Click, 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 click. And so yeah, he trains a Thunderdrum.
Temporarily.
Yeah. And he gets back to the nest of the death song, and and he's able to what?
It's not Loud's reaction to being burned.
What? Oh, well, I was getting to that.
I know. I couldn't help. It was just hilarious. His reaction.
He finds out. Hiccup figures out how to actually free them from the solidified amber, and that is to heat it up so that'll soften. And it's not allowed. Again, he's really improved much since the first two seasons.
He has. I can enjoy it now. He's enjoyable to listen to now because he's just snarky. He's not an asshole.
Maybe it's because he grew up, or maybe he actually learned something from Cast Out.
I don't know. But
he's not that arrogant little boy anymore.
I know. Like, he's like the best friend that everyone kind of cares for, but but there's like, for some reason they found that fine line between asshole and snark.
Mm-hmm. Right, so Snot Loud brings over a monstrous nightmare jelly. I think it's the saliva because
yeah.
And that's because, they said in the Heather report that monstrous nightmares actually ignite themselves by their spit. They're coated in it.
Though, that raises the question how Hookman didn't free himself.
I know.
That is one question I want answered, please.
I think you might be giving yourself a headache by trying to figure that out. I'm just gonna go with the easy cop-out, and that is writer's convenience. Mm-hmm. Sometimes there's gonna be convenience everywhere.
I know, but hey, that's why I'm praising continuity. I want some continuity.
So we get this like little banter from Snot Loud when he has his cocoon is like covered with the jelly. This coming from the guy who's going to set me on fire? Well, it only stings a little bit. I was lying. I'm a liar.
Yes. So we have a problem. We need to get rid of this death song.
The death song.
And we need to give it a permanent residence.
Well, I don't know. I think Hiccup didn't really think that one through. I mean, he said we'd relocate it permanently. He throws it he loses it in a cave. The Thunderdrum traps the opening, and he says that it won't hold him for long.
That's a lot of rock.
Yeah.
So what if it can't open it? That means they just killed the dragon for the first time.
That's not the first time. Hiccup killed a dragon before.
Which one?
The Red Death.
Indirectly.
No, he still really did kill it.
Did he put the blade into it?
No.
Okay.
He still killed it.
Fine. But I call that manslaughter. I think he meant to incapacitate it.
Incapacitate it.
Yes.
Sorry.
But yeah, so yeah, when he incapacitates dragons, he kills them.
Well, it's not like that's the only species.
Oh. We just hit a dark corner.
Mm-hmm.
Let's move on.
Alright, so they find out exactly why the Thunderdrum stayed on that island is because
aww,
its baby was captured.
It's so cute.
I know, and so when they get it free, I mean, good God, it's so cute. It's actually cuter than the other baby Thunderdrums.
I know, and we saw it just snuggling with each other, and we're like,
aww. we're suckers.
Yeah.
We're suckers for that. So yeah, they find a new island, and they're gonna continue exploring, and so they decide to find an island that could be as a base of operations, which it kind of explains the opening. This is the third episode, and we've not explained the opening.
Yeah.
We've not talked about the opening, but we'll get to that later, because really it ends with them letting Snotlout decide where to.
He brought the gel.
Yeah, he brought the jelly, and so it ends with the Into the Great Beyond, and then it's over.
So, thoughts on the episode?
Well, I like the dragon design, even if it did remind me of the Dilophosaurus. I did like that dinosaur in Jurassic Park, and I would have liked.
That was the only dinosaur that scared me.
That what?
That was the only dinosaur that scared me.
It kind of did scare me too, really.
I found it more scary than the Velociraptor.
Yeah, or the T-Rex.
I thought the T-Rex was awesome.
Okay.
There's some motherfucking T-Rex.
I just kind of like how creative they were. The pacing was pretty decent. Comedy was good.
Comedy was great.
And again, the animation is still spot on. I mean, we're even getting like the subtle movements of hair whenever a head turns.
Yes. Especially like they're doing more cinematography than freaking the last two seasons did. Like, yeah, like the most I saw was the slow-mo shot of the boulder coming at Hiccup.
How many times are we going to make fun of that? This is scary, I guess.
It'll become a running gag. It will be passed on to the legends of all the Hiccup clans. To his son and to his son alone.
And yeah, there is definitely more cinematography in the third season than there is in the past two seasons.
Yeah. And mind you, I can't wait to see more now. I want to see other species.
So do I.
And I want to see more adventures.
I want to see the dragon that one dragon they talked about in Book of Dragons that we haven't seen yet, the Snap Trapper.
That leads me to question, does that mean Stoic and all the other Burke citizens are out of the picture for the moment?
I don't know.
Or are we going to be like going back and forth of, what's at home now? What's with Hiccup now?
Like episode by episode, or just like cut between? I don't know. I kind of hope not. I hope they actually do return to Burke in a couple episodes.
Yeah, but that was a long flight, man.
True, like 2 hours. And besides, a simple fade can cut the time in half, or a wipe, or George Lucas style wipe.
Oh God. I think there's a reason why people criticize that wipe.
Why?
It looked bad.
I didn't.
It's like Windows Movie Maker bad.
I don't even know people criticize that.
I heard people criticizing that.
I heard people criticizing the transitions in Battlefield Earth, where it's just a freaking curtain wipe.
Yeah. But
though, really, not much. It was a good episode. I don't know. We've only seen 3 episodes. I don't want to say it's not the best.
Honestly, I honestly think it's great at the moment. It is probably the top episode of my list so far of season 3.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm just realizing, I'm pretty sure that once these videos are up, the second half of season 3 will probably be up already.
Probably. Time travel.
Yeah.
We are like the Doctor. Oh, David Tennant. We miss you.
Oh, yes. Yes. Alright, so, well, okay, we got nothing left for Imperfect Harmony. A good setup, a good way to start the exploration. A good dragon species.
Yes. That's all I can say. Yes.
Yes. Oh, I guess we'll wrap this up, and we'll leave with the usual goodbye. We'll see you next time
when darkness falls.